morning and welcome to our June Oakcrest Insight. Today I want to share with you signs of optimism after everything that we've been through as the markets continue recovery and why the US is poised for a strong recovery. You know, a full recovery from the Covid shutdown crisis is going to take time, but there's a growing amount of evidence that the economy may have hit rock bottom in May. It's important to be cautious though, as I say this, as the rest of the year won't just be a straight line up in the markets as we've been through the last 2 months. But all around, we're starting to see signs of optimism that I wanted to share with you that hopefully the worst is behind us. You know, the first optimistic sign we've seen is certainly states, businesses, and restaurants are opening back up, but there's much more than this. Unemployment claims declined 3.86 million, which is the first drop since the end of February. Employment dropped to 13.3%, which was a very unexpected shocker for the markets, as forecasters were expecting it to continue to rise, not drop. TSA reported over 268,000 passengers went through security last Saturday, which is up 39% from 2 weeks ago and up 187% from the worst Saturday on April 11th. Gas is up over 24% in supply from a month ago. So even though all these numbers are down well from a year ago, a recovery has to start somewhere. You know, a stat that I was very surprised with was on a call with my study group the other day. One of the advisors was talking about a call he was on with the cruise line industry. Now, Carnival Cruise Lines on this call said that they're starting to see some bookings for later this year. But what was amazing was that from the middle to the end of 2021, they are back to the normal number of bookings or capacity that they had prior to this shutdown. This means that consumers are confident to put money down and take a cruise a year from now. It's pretty amazing, right? The Federal Reserve is forecasting that GDP will not reach new highs or a peak until the end of 2021. The stock market, though, is forward-looking and typically leads the economy. What will determine each country's ability to survive is largely predetermined by a couple factors. First, you got the strength, the resiliency, and prosperity of their economy prior to this crisis. You got monetary and fiscal capacity to support the economy during the shutdown. And lastly, policy actions that have been taken. So what every country is doing right now is to make sure that we survive this unprecedented decline in the economy by applying the maximum amount possible from monetary and fiscal reserves. Those countries that can survive in reasonably good economic condition will be best positioned for the post-COVID world. Based on calls I've been on, the US is among the best positioned countries globally to come out of this crisis. We came into this pandemic with the best shape our economy has ever been in, and the government has gone big on spending, right? They're throwing everything that they can at it. They put money in people's pockets and continued payrolls of businesses. On one of the calls I was on recently, the economist talked about the economy actually overheating in 2021 from all the money that's been pumped into our system and the money that Americans want to spend in the economy. Now, this might be a little stretch, but these are the optimistic calls I'm hearing about every day about the future. Certain parts of the economy won't recover until there's a vaccine, but our economy is moving in the right direction to make this a quick recovery for client retirement accounts and give us hope that the worst is behind us. You know, the one thing that is certain at this point is that the American economy is showing signs of resiliency and gradual improvement, and that's what the market's reflecting right now. Be sure to always check our newsletter that has a few articles as well, and the market returns in this email. We look forward to seeing you next month on Oakcrest Insight.